Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
You're looking live at the virtual Chicago Street Course. And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to a new season, a new day, a new year. This is season 2 of Australian NASCAR E-Series. This is the X-Series presented by BMG, the Burling Motor Group. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chicago Street Race. And our coverage is ready to roll thanks to everybody on the Motorsport Australia Network esports coverage of Nitro Racing. And along with Nigel Seidel, I am Wesley Outland, your American commentator. All you friendly mates and mateys up in Australia, hope you're doing well and ready for a fun evening of racing. So Nigel, it is a new season, as I mentioned, round number 1. Ready to go here today, tonight. Good morning in the Chicago Street Course. And obviously, we're going to see if the driver of Nickel will be able to compete and battle again to defend his title. Obviously, he is the reigning champion. But again, as I mentioned, coming on the air, sir, this is a new season. Good evening.
Good evening to you, Wesley. Good evening to Dean in the booth, and good evening to everyone at home. This is a brand new season. We got a lot of new changes too. We're going stage racing for the very first time. We're going to have live penalties. So if you do a wrong pit stop or your restarts are wrong, you will serve drive-through penalties. It's going to be an absolute cracking night of racing, Wes. Can't wait.
Yeah. So the Chicago Street Course is where we are for round number 1 tonight. There will be 3 stages of the race. Obviously, the race itself will go 42 laps. Lap 11 is stage 1. Lap number 2 will go all the way to lap number 31. And then, of course, there's that push to the finish of the race at the end of 42 laps. And another thing that we talked about, Nigel, is the fact that there's only one caution, though, and when we did Sunday night's eNASCAR series for the Australian NASCAR program with the Sunday the Sunday bunch, there was no cautions. However, we do know there will at least be one caution mandatory in this race because of the new stages.
Which will bring a brand new element into the series as well. So those long green flag runs, you have to remember, if you're going to pit 2 laps before the pit does close, 2 laps beforehand, do you pit early to get track position, or do you go to the win and get stage points? This is going to be a completely different world as we go to the grid, Wesley. We've got a big field cars to go through tonight.
There is an absolutely big field of cars, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you, ladies and gentlemen. We are set to give you the starting lineup, and it will go something like this. Tom Freer will set the bar. He's on the pole for the X-Series in Season 2's lid lifter for Synergy Sim Racing, 127.666. I don't know about those last 3 numbers, but Freer is on the pole. Wayne Burke, who won in dominating fashion on the Sunday Australian NASCAR E-Series, in the 89 will start on the outside. Britton Hobson will be third, and Brad Newman for Lobs on the outside of row number 2. We move now to row number 3, and you're going to find Sam Chapman for Vermilion, along with Ethan Hunter in the Vortex 39. Lewis Greathead and Toe Serrano will make up row number 4. Then it's going to be Tyler Williams and Nicholas Garrich making up the top 10. That's the 34 and the 66. And Nigel, Andy Barber, and Fitzroy Beaumont for Team Vermilion will be row number 6 in your top 12.
Out of 13th is Riley Curtis for the first car from Nitro Racing. His teammate Dave Douglas coming out of 14th. Ricky Hyde, 801 Sim Racing, coming 15th in the 87. Ryan Barber for Southern Stars Esports in the 05 and 16th. Tom Pritchard, his teammate, in 17th in the 91 car. Kai Ardley in the 97 machine coming out of 18. Aiden Skiles for his first start in the series. He from Syncom Motorsports coming out of 19. Trent Gosley for MFR Racing coming out of 20. The 21st car is the Vortex Sim Sports David Boyd. Angus Sweeney in his first start for the series in car 15 in the 22nd. 23rd is Jason Martin, now representing Nitro Racing, coming out of 23rd, and 24th is Christian Marilli coming out of Italy in his first start.
I want to say it's Christian Mackerly, but I could be wrong. Defending champion Josh Micklemore ready to go for Team Nitro and P number 25 in P car number 1, and Matt Raymond on the outside. Then it's going to be Lucian. If I butcher your name, I'm sorry, my friend. Urquijo, Lachlan Urquijo, and then it's going to be Joshua Houghton in the 28th position. Blaine Dinsley and Clayton Davies will make up the top 30. Michael Campbell, Dane Dago in the number 32 spot on row number 16. Row 17 will find Ashley Jones and Keenan Sykes. Brandon Griffiths will tag the back. 35 cars for race number 1 of the Australian NASCAR E-Series BMG X-Series.
Just a quick one before we get started, Wesley. The 05 car, Ryan Barber, has loaded the wrong set in his car, and he's going to go to the rear of the field.
Oh, that's frustrating, Nigel, but we'll keep an eye on that one. So we'll actually have 36 drivers, I guess, or 35. So Ryan Barber at the tail. Lap number 11, stage number 1. Lap number 31 to stage 2. And then there, of course, there is that push to lap number 42 for the end of the races. The field is working their way into the final corner, heading down Michigan Avenue. Pace car is in. We are racing season 2. You're ready to bring the action. Australian NASCAR E-Series from the streets of Chicago, and we're underway, Nigel. And we already got trouble.
Big trouble for the 10 and the 39. Ethan Winter and the 101 Team Vermilion car. Both. Yeah, but they're both away. We're good to go.
They're able to pull away. And we're okay. And Freer's going to get the whole shot, if you will. Aussies to start the new season. Season number 2. And they're already working their way into turns number 4, 5, and 6. You're going to hear us using the terms of just amazing scenery, skyscrapers and buildings and more around the Chicago street course. Terms like DuSable Lakeshore Drive, Columbus Drive, Michigan Avenue, and more. There's a look at a replay of how the thing started.
And the 101, he'll have some damage on that car. He should be okay. But just remember, though, too, Wesley, as well, the Freer will be looking for a bit of redemption after they made the wrong strategy call on Sunday night. He said in his interview after the race that he may have hit it that little bit too late, so that'd be something to look for later on in this run if he doesn't do that again.
We're live via Facebook on, of course, NASCAR on the Australian NASCAR E-Series social media channels. They're making their way down the long 2,100 feet front straightaway at Columbus Drive. That's where the start-finish line is, and we are 1 lap in and 41 to go. 10 laps remaining in stage number one, and we're getting it started with Freer in front, Newman second, Burke in third, Hobson great head, and well, I tell you what, Nigel, you remember a repeat of the craziness we saw on Sunday night? I wonder if we're going to see tonight so far. Already some craziness, but boy, just let it get started, shall we?
And also think of the 88 car, Brenton Hobson, as well. Remember, he hit the wall hard and he retired from that race early, so he'll be looking for a good run. But just also remember the battle between Zach Kerr and Brad Newman that we had on Sunday night as well. That was epic, that was. And Newman as well has shown some great pace early. He's right up the front. It looks like the car in front there's got damage already in the 5 car. I think that's Andy Barber has got damage already. He's already in the top 10.
Man, I think the key is obviously, I think, to make it to that first stage, to get it to the first 11 laps of the race, and because I do feel we're going to see a caution, and I think the caution will definitely change the scenario complexion of the race than what we saw here on Sunday night. Hey, by the way, don't forget, Australian NASCAR E-Series will be back at it again on the Motorsport Australia Esports Network, and that will be on the Thursday coming up. That's, I believe it's Thursday night, and that will be July 10th, and we have got coverage of the trucks and their Season 2 Round 1 opener at the World Center of Racing at Daytona. All this going on here as right now we catch the action again, working with Joshua Houghton. He's in 15th. There's a battle brewing. That's Douglas trying to run him down as they work the front straightaway.
Also, the biggest mover so far is in 15th. The biggest mover so far, Joshua Hodgson. He's up 15th. He's up 15th. He's up 13 places already. So he's our biggest mover so far, 3 laps in.
All part of the Australian NASCAR Championships. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow on Facebook as well. Australian NASCAR E-Series and more as we work our way back through the S's. That is the make-do of the 2.2 mile, 3.5 kilometer temporary street course, 12 turns, and they're working now back heading towards the front straightaway on Columbus Drive. Once they make this last turn, very calm start, Nigel. Very calm start, sir.
And 100%, if you can get a win early in the play, in the season, it's a ticket to the playoffs, and the hard work's already done. So a lot of these drivers will be thinking, well, you know, if I can get this win tonight, I can take things easy. Just see if I can just go get stage points, more playoff points, and hopefully, start focusing on the playoffs. That's just the way it works. You win, you're in. That's as simple as that.
And listen, that's the NASCAR real-life mentality, right, of the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, or the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in America. And we're doing the same thing with Australian NASCAR E-Series. You win, you go on to the playoffs. And obviously, if you can come out of the gate in the lid lifter and win as hot as all around Curtis, trying to get around him and Team Nitro's Ford. They work their way around that sharp turn heading towards the skyscrapers. But yeah, Nigel, if you can win the opening race, there's a safety zone there, knowing that whatever goes on the weeks to follow, the months to follow, hey, I won Chicago. I'm going to the playoffs.
Oh, 100%. And the good thing is, too, is that Australia is known in NASCAR to be the king of road courses in the New Zealand as well, with SVG dominating Chicago last weekend as we saw.
Here we go. That's Curtis, and he says, clear a path.
Coming through.
Guys. Yes, sir. Houghton and Curtis and Beaumont watching all this going on. That's that 17 now. You're on board with him. Fitzroy Beaumont trying to go after the Nitro 93 of Curtis, and we got trouble on the front straightaway. Look out.
It's the 080 and the VRS car. Is that Dane Snadden, is it? I think in that VRS car. Aiden Style.
Oh, we got a parking lot over here, man. My goodness. Ryan Barber, Matt Raymond, Ashley Jones, the 25. He got blocked. Keenan Sykes Aiden Sykes all boxed in with trouble right there going into turn number 10 and 11 there, Nigel. And my goodness, they
Yellow
are
flag's
going to
out.
call for a all full course caution. Remember, there is local yellows, if you will, but if it is too badly damaged of a crash, they will call for full course caution. And your first yellow flag of season 2 of the X-Series happens here on lap number 7.
Oh. Yeah, he's still parked there at the moment.
They had no choice but to throw the caution flag.
Yeah, he's just sent it in, and something wrong with that car there, Wesley. Oh, whoa!
And with a shot, Aiden Sykes into the Armco tires, if you will, barrier. And here comes the field snarling behind him, and that's how you block a path. Barber's like, hey, dude, get out of my way. And then everyone else is just like, hey. And you got to think he's a dead stick, right, Nigel? I mean, I think the 25 hit the tires. He damaged his car to the point of where it won't fire or it won't go, and he's just not hitting the tow button. And that's a tough break for Aiden Sykes and SYK entry number 25, and that's why we're into caution.
And that's his first start tonight as well, so that's unfortunate. It looks like his night is done. But looks like, are we going to hit pit road? There's 3 sets of tires.
I wonder if you're going to see guys decide to pit. Some will, some won't. That's a big question right now. I think we're waiting to see.
We're going to get a couple laps, I think, in green flag. So we will not. I don't think you're going to see these guys come because they'll be thinking stage points as well.
We're just getting started on the NASCAR. Of course, the Australian NASCAR E-Series and X-Series, indeed. Big thanks again to the presenting sponsor. Nigel, can you tell us a little bit more about them? I know it's BMG, and that is the fine folks that is behind the Burling Motor Group.
Well, the Burling Motor Group, one of the premier car dealers on the Gold Coast, Nick Burling. Give him a burl is his slogan. He's got a good car this week for sale too. That's coming up on your screen. A nice little MG. If you're after a new car, if you want to sell your car, give Nick Burling a ring at the BMG. As his slogan says, give him a bell. We'll get a phone number up. I'll get a phone number up soon for Nick. Give him a call if you need a car. And it's awesome to have Nick on board as a sponsor, and we'll see Nick actually in action. He's going to be driving in the truck series on Thursday night, which is going to be awesome to see Nick out on track again.
Daytona, don't forget, that'll be again Thursday night, July 10th. Make sure you join it. I better not forget that day because that's my mom's birthday. And obviously, July 10th is a big name. Thank you again to the Burling Motor Group, founded by Nick Burling. Used car dealership in Southport, QLD. Find more details at burlingmotorgroup.com.au. All you Aussies that were asking if there were going to be pit stops at lap number 6, there is. We're going to step away and take a break as well. No, I'm sorry, my apologies. We are going to take a break. My apologies. I was kind of looking at the temperatures, and I'm like, 107.60000. That sounds like your favorite radio dial. We're just getting started at the Chicago Street Race Mates and Mateys, and we are back in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to Motorsport Australia Esports. I'm Wesley Outland. Nigel Sagal is right there alongside, and Biggles Dean Hopton is on production. I think we're going to go back and look, Nigel, at the accident from some other camera angles now that the skyscrapers have been moved out of the way. Here's a look at what happened to put us under our first caution of the race. Full course yellow. This is right in the middle of stage number 1. Hey, dude, fix your photo.
Clayton Davis and the 619 of Michael Campbell.
Clayton Davies and Michael Campbell. And you see that virtual cameraman just sitting there looking at his lens? He's like, dude, there's a crash right in front of you. Look at this sharp angle. There you go.
And also, too, there's been some pit lane infringements. Car 39, Ethan Winter. The car 27, Blaine Densley. Wayne Burke has been given an end-of-line penalty as well for driving down the middle of pit lane. And also, Teo Serrano, he's received a penalty as well for pit lane infringements. So these new rules are coming. These new rules are coming into an effect now, and live race control. These guys will serve them in game instead of after the racing penalties.
Oh, just like the real deal. You get a penalty, you got to come and take your medicine. Not after the race, in real time, obviously. And I think that really changes the complexion of how things will go here for the Australian NASCAR E-Series BMG X-Series here in the round 1 at the Chicago Street Race. 2.2 miles. And obviously a very unique racetrack here on a make-do road course, a street course. I'm going to send a big congratulations to Auckland, New Zealand driver Shane Van Gisbergen. He picked up his second NASCAR Cup Series race of the season for Trackhouse as he won Mexico City at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, and he was able to win. Well, Nigel, what could possibly be the final time the NASCAR Cup Series and Xfinity run at the Chicago Street Race for a while. At least for a little break, a hiatus, because the rumor is Chicagoland is going to be back on the map. NASCAR will still be in the Windy City of Chicago in Illinois, but the Land of Lincoln will host not a make-do street course created. It'll be back at the 1.5 miles just outside of Chicago and Joliet. So, Shane Van Gisbergen, long-time V8 Supercar champion. I think he's raced with us before, is what I've been told. Big kudos to him. Raise your glasses and salute to Shane Van Gisbergen as Tom Freer now, Nigel, is ready to try to bring him back to green. Tom Freer up in front, Brad Newman, Britton Hobson, Lewis Greathead, Tyler Greathead, along with Tyler Williams, ready to go to the top 5. Restart, forthcoming.
I thought we were starting this lap. My bad. Sorry, everyone at home. Keep the questions coming in. Keep the comments coming in the chat as well. Keep the interaction coming. We're live on Facebook and we are live on YouTube as well. So keep the questions. Keep anything coming through. As those end of pit lane infringements are going to be huge going forward.
Just want to say, by the way, thank you to all of you Aussies out there that gave me praises or comments on my debut as an American commentator with you friends of the Australian world. And it was very fun. Looking forward to working this one with you guys now as well. As here we go. Now they are working into the final corners now before we come back to green as Freer needs to run back down Newman. Boy, Newman took off a little too early. Now we got to get them all stacked up together like sardines side by side. Ready to get this started again. Ready to get it going. Pace car will get ready to drop onto pit road here, and we will go back to racing here. Flagman watching for them. Pace cars in. X-Series back underway. And there's that Burling Motor Group car we were talking about. Look at that fine mama jamma.
It looks like Freer's got the jump on Newman as well. So, we got trouble behind. The 0-2 car. The 10. Oh, wow,
no.
Curtis.
Another parking lot, and there's another
the one car's in it too. The one car that the previous series champion, Josh Micklemore's involved. The 79's involved. The 0-2's involved.
Wow.
As yellow gets thrown again.
Another quick yellow flag on a restart. There's a look at it again. Wow. So many good cars involved in another massive crash on the restart. See a lot of damage on the 79, the 0-2, the 1. Watch this again. Heartbreak.
There's
And was
nothing
that
they can do.
number 1? Is that Micklemore? I think it
Yep.
is. Your defending champion.
He's involved as well. A couple cars
Wow,
get through.
this is-
Snadden's involved.
Oh,
The
man.
22's involved. Oh!
Somebody just got slammed in the back. He got a lot of junk in his trunk. Daniel Boyd from another angle. Watch this again, going in the corner. And it's blocked.
Just looks like they've got the medical sponsoring on the outside of that wall. I think we might need the medical to check out some of these drivers after some of those hits. And Daniel Boyd, he
I think that's Blue
Yeah, I
Cross
reckon this
Blue
was-
of Joliet. Yeah, Blue Cross Blue of Chicago. Yeah. Watch
there's a
this again.
36 car. Brendan Griffiths.
From another angle, this is on board with another driver. And look at this. When he turns the corner, it's just chaos
The
in front of him
911.
here. Watch this.
I think let's go. If we can go back and have a look, I think it's the Project 36 car on Brendan Griffiths that may have just went into that corner way too. Yeah, just rewind that back a little bit for us, for our viewers at home. It looked like he just sent it in, hit the wall, losing control of that car now, and then the 91 of Tom Pritchard had nowhere to go. But I think there was a separate incident between the 0-2 and the 10 car, Wesley.
Watch this again. All this happened there. Boy, this is not the way you want to start it. Season 2, round 1, here tonight at the Chicago Street Race.
Whoa. So I think this stage now will ending. This stage is going to end under caution. So that's a lucky break for Tom Frere, with Newman and Brenton Hobson behind him. So for those at home, Tom Frere and Brendan Hobson are teammates, so they will be working together for Synergy Sim Racing. Hopefully I got that right. If anyone's out there watching online, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Nigel, and to add to this, you know, we called the race with each other on Sunday night from Chicago on Australian Motorsport, Motorsport Australian Esports Network, and it was a caution-free race. It was so exciting, but here we are in the opening stages of the season 2. Caution laps count. We've ran more laps under caution than we have in green flag conditions. Guys got to settle down, right? If I'm the race director for this series right now, Nigel, I would be telling them, okay, y'all, look, you know, you had your little hiccup. You had a little mistake here. Let's settle down, because you've ran more caution laps on your opening stage of the race than what you've done racing-wise.
100%, and one thing, I think there's a lot of excitement with the series too, you know, with these new stage breaks. If we've got cars heading down pit road at the moment, I think at the moment, Wesley, when you think about it, there's a new season, there's lots of new drivers, there's stage racing, there's live race control now, there's a whole new demographic, and everyone's just been excited to get involved, so those nerves hopefully will be starting to get out of everyone's systems now. We'll get some good long green flag runs this time by, once this stage, as we head into stage 2 and to the final stage.
Tom Frere is the man that leads the way right now. Brad Newman is second. Brenton Hobson third. Tyler Williams, Lewis Greathead, Nicholas Garrick, I think it's Garrich. Garrich in the 66. Andy Barber, Fitzroy Beaumont, Kai Ardley, and Joshua Houghton, your top 10. There's the race analysis, the race details, and boy, I tell you what, I'd be coming down pit road, as you see many of them have, and they're taking on tires and fuel, and you're seeing the positions gained or lost as well for the green and red on the scoring ticker as you're looking at them still under caution.
So, with these guys haven't pitted yet, these they won't need to pit before the stage ends. So these guys will, once once it goes green again, they'll have to make a pit stop at some stage. So we're going to be interesting next 10 to 15 laps here, Wesley. I'm at the moment the Synergy cars of Tom Freer and Hobson are looking strong. The Lobs Esports car, Brad Newman's looking pretty strong as well. But then behind them there, we've got Tyler Williams, Lewis Greathead, Nicholas Garrich, I think I hope I pronounced that's right. Andy Barber also up there in the 7th, and Beaumont in 8th, Ardley in 9th, and Hodgson, the other Vermilion car, rounding out the top 10. So we've got a stacked field here tonight.
Hey, by the way, don't forget to follow us on Australian NASCAR E-Series via Facebook. Australia's premier NASCAR E-Series for coverage on Tuesday night, Xfinity, and Friday night with the trucks. Home of the Australian NASCAR Championship with Motorsports Australia. Again, that is Facebook. Give us a like and a follow. But if you haven't done so, we're also on YouTube at Australian NASCAR E-Series.
Yeah, the stage does end this lap, Wesley. The stage ends this lap.
I got a feeling. I mean, I figured this would be the official end of the stage, and they're going to stay under caution. So lights will go off on the pace car. And I guess this will go quickly back to a restart, and we'll go right into stage number 2.
100%. So we're going to hopefully see these guys get some good green flag runs for all the viewers at home to be watching. There's a lot of people watching online. Who's your prediction out there in the chat? Let us know who you think's going to win tonight's race.
Hang on, we're not going.
Thanks to everybody, man. Big shout out to everybody. And it sounds like they're going to wave off the restart, and they're going to stay under caution here. So, and I think what they're doing is, okay, so this was like the official lap of the stage, calling it. So I think they're going to let them get one more lap, re-rack them, reset them again, and then we're going to go back to green. Am I right, Nigel, basically?
100%, and I think also the pit lane is now open too, so these guys can now head down pit lane, get some fresh tyres in their car. I think, Tom Freer won the stage. Newman was second in the stage. Brenton Hobson was third. Williams was fourth. But the thing is now, we've got to remember now, Wesley, is these guys will hit pit road. Now, I think they will have enough fuel to get to the end. We've been under these caution conditions.
I want to say big thanks again to the Burling Motor Group, as we were just talking about him earlier. There's that beautiful looking car. By the way, I just gave them a like and a follow on social media. And if we can, throw that car back up under caution, Mr. Dean Hopton. By the way, my good friend, Biggles Dean Hopton. And the Burling Motor Group Car of the Week, I guess, is what we'll call it. You kind of gave a little graphic of it on the bottom, and then it disappeared. So, okay, so I'm understanding we can only show it during green flag conditions. So,
it's a beautiful MG. I think it was 29.90 drive away. It was a nice red car. Red always goes faster. So everyone out there that wants a car to go a little bit faster, even though there is a speed limit, red always goes faster. Here we go. Give Nick a bell.
Give Nick a bell today. Here's that beautiful looking car we were talking about. The 2022 MG HS Excite Auto Wagon. How about it? There it is.
21.980 drive away. Look at that. Look at that for a car.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Touchscreen GPS, Apple CarPlay, Android, reversing camera, keyless entry, push button start, tow bar, window tint, leather seats, electric seats, auto boot open, pre-collision safety, adaptive cruise control, turbo engine, automatic. All you Aussies, you need to get one. Burling Motor Group. And under 22,000 EGC, might I add, also. And Nigel, that's a steal. And here comes drivers on pit road.
100%. These guys are probably going down pit road, put some tyres and look at that car as well. They're probably going to be giving Nick a ring to to see if they can get a deal done. As Newman stays out, this is an interesting call. Lewis Greathead, I think, stayed out as well.
So pit stops are happening. First round of pit stops. Now, I got to feel, Nigel, are these stages new to you guys, basically, for the Australian NASCAR Championship E-Series? This is new to you guys, the stage racing, and obviously, you know, I don't want to take anything away from the start of the race, but it has been caution field. We've had 2 cautions in the opening 12 laps of this race. I think we might have had maybe, 4 laps of green flag? And that's been it,
Yes.
maybe 5.
That's 100%. But I think I think everyone's going to settle themselves down. I think we're going to get some great green flag runs here very, very shortly.
And I certainly hope so, as there's the pace car. The lights are off on the pace car. I'm sick of seeing the pace car, Porsche. Get to the pit lane, and let's get ready to go back to racing and bring the action. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's BMG X-Series, round number 1 of Season 2. It is 42 laps. Stage 1 goes to lap 11, Stage 2 to lap 20, and then the push to the finish of the 42-lap race. Again, that'll be that... And then the final stage will be 11 laps. So I just want to say it's 11, 31, and 42. And there it is as the race again. I think they have the lap counter of how many laps it will be, but it's actually lap 11, lap 31, and then the finish of the race is 42 laps. I'm sorry we got a little miscommunication there, but it is a 42-lap race. Now, Nigel, will we go back to green and stay green? I'm correct, unless we have a full course caution, because the caution was coming out at lap 11, right?
100%. So we're going to go racing very shortly. There's the pace car lights are off, so I'm guessing we're going racing very shortly.
We are having controlled chaos. It's off the wheel of the spoke, but still trying to hold it together. So again, these stage races are new to our folks that are watching on, of course, Motorsport Australia Esports and the Australian NASCAR E-Series, and they have called off the restart again. Oh, shucks. I think the pace car was already pulled in.
We've got. It looks like we've got trouble out there at the moment. We've got a few. I think there was something wrong there somewhere.
Well, you could tell as they worked off. You could tell as they were working down the front straightaway at Columbus Drive that we did not have everybody stacked up side by side. So something did go awry, and it literally separated everybody from one another. So we do got to figure that out, and then we'll try to reset them again here. I'm looking at my track map in front of me, and you can see where there's definitely discombobulation, if you will. Yes, look it up, Aussies. That's a real word in America. And you can see where cars are literally, Nigel, trying to catch up at the back of the pack, and that might be the reason why they decided to hold off the green flag.
100%. The field's not actually gritting up here at the moment, so the best way to do it, extend it and get everyone lined up, ready to start. Because if we started that race and everyone was everywhere on the track, it was not going to work out. So we have to make sure everyone's is lined up, ready to go for stage 2. So we'll delay it. Shouldn't be a drama, but yeah.
Hey, by the way, don't forget this past Sunday night, Australia NASCAR E-Series Sunday program was at the Chicago Street Course, where the X-Series is right now for their Season 2 lid lifter. Wayne Burke put on a dominant display, leading 35 of 40 laps and setting the fastest time early in lap number 2 at 127.905. Burke showed composure and precision from flag to flag from the pole to win and lock up the scoring maximum points and solidifying his championship bid. Tom Freer continued his strong campaign with a second-place finish. By the way, it was Tom Freer leading early going. Pit stops are happening now. There's a look at the upcoming schedule for the X-Series, the BMG X-Series, Chicago, Sonoma. By the way, when we race next week at Sonoma next Tuesday night, Nigel, it is a completely different race surface. Nothing like Chicago Street Course. The way you drive, the way you handle. Sonoma is a completely different animal. But I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of burnt out with the road courses. I'm ready to go to the ovals. Dover, Indianapolis, all coming up in a few weeks.
100%. We got Iowa, we got the Glen. Got a Daytona as well. So we've got a big 6 weeks ahead here in the X-Series for BMG as well. So everyone's getting themselves all... Looks like we've got ourselves sorted out now, the field has, so...
the field look for the green flag, and I think it will happen. Pace car finally on pit lane. Back to green in the BMG X-Series, bringing the action at the Chicago Street Course. And this is stage number 2. And Brad Newman's Toyota gets a big hole shot on everybody going into turn 1, Nigel.
100%. He's got the pace early. Lewis Greathead's up into second as well. Nicholas Garuccio, I think he's pronounced that right. I'm just going to call him Nicholas in the 66. And Hodgson too, the other Vermilion car up in the 4th. What a great restart there by Newman though. He's out in front and running away with it. Clean air is king, remember.
I want to say that's Nicholas Garage.
Garage.
The Lashlin Yerkjoy is the one that I think is what's going to really get me.
Yukushia. I'll just call him Lockie. The 42 of Lockie.
Lachlan U. Well, yeah, there you go. Lachlan U. Or LU. There you go. And the number 6 position. Burke now climbing. Look at this now battle. The 5 of the 97. This is in the top 10 in the back. Barber and Ardley going at it.
And just got to remember
get a green flag run. We need to get a solid green flag run here, Nigel, as they work through the make 2S's here at Chicago.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The 5 car and the 97 car there. Ryan's got some good pace. Now, this is the last stage. There's only 2 stages. This is the last stage now. Then this stage will now go to the end of the race. So just remember as well, I don't think Newman's been down pit road. Lewis Greathead hasn't been down pit road. So those guys still have to make a pit stop. So here we go. Look at the screen now.
Yeah, if you're looking now, you can see who has pitted, what lap it was, and who hasn't. And Newman, Greathead, and Garage are some of those drivers. Houghton, Jones in the top 10. Other guys did pit. On board from the rear end of the camera with Lewis Greathead. He currently is in second, and Nicholas Garage is right after him in the WeatherTech entry. Look at that.
Oh.
Precision on the wheel to Will and Deal to run down the man in the P2 spot. And your top 3 pull away. And Wayne Burke, the Sunday night winner now, is starting to run him down also.
And I'm starting to wonder too, Wesley, too, these guys that haven't pitted, they'd be saved a bit of fuel. So these guys will be able to go a little bit longer. Maybe that strategy is the winning call, not going to pit lane. Who knows? We'll find out in the next 22 laps.
And now remember, stage number 2 is a 20-lap stint. It'll take us all the way to lap number 31. But you have to remember also that there will not be a caution at the end of the second stage. There was only one controlled caution called, and that was at the end of stage 1, Nigel. So that can really change the complexion of the race and the strategy for these guys. If you haven't pitted yet, you know you're going to have to pit. And I got a feeling we're not done getting full course cautions.
Well, and just also remember too, just the pass then for the 88 of Brenton Thompson, he has drove back through the field. He did have an end-of-line penalty. He is flying in that 88 Synergy Energy machine. So look out for him. And his teammate just in front of him in Tom Freer in the 41. Another good move there by Tyler Williams.
Whoa,
he's up in the...
Man, did you see that? Was it our buddy LU? Boy, man, he got wicked loose a moment ago. I didn't mean to cut you off, Nigel, but Williams is just trying to scamper from this guy.
There's a battle here between, we've got a massive pile of cars here. We've got the 97, we've got Barber, we've got the 44, the 17. A massive battle of cars here.
That's the 91 and the 39 going at it. A winner in Pritchard. And now, he gave him a shot. Moved him out of the way. The 44. The 44 got loose and almost turned. It might be Ashley Jones, actually. The 444. Ashley Jones. And going on behind them, it stacks him up behind him again. Oh, trouble! Off turn 12, purple car spinning. We just called in at the back.
We got the 15. The 15 is involved.
There's your full course caution, maybe. Daniel Boyd trying to get from the scene. The purple 15 is the one that's blocking everyone.
Angus Sweeney.
Oh, that's Angus Sweeney's car. Come on, Angus.
He's around.
Oh, boy. And no caution. I find myself, Nigel, saying, okay, the race director says, I kind of maybe threw these a little early in the early going, I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to do it.
Wow. What a big hit. But Newman's, he's got an 0.8 of a second lead over Lewis Greathead and Wayne Burke as well. Oh, yellow's out.
Wow. And there is the yellow. Maybe I called out the RD and he said, Wesley, watch me. Caution out here, third time at the Chicago street course. Oh.
Now, I think that might have been Angus Sweeney. I think had a little bit of trouble. He couldn't turn his car. I think he's having a bad run in that car, unfortunately.
Let's go back. Let's go back and look at a replay. There was crazy action that happened before the caution came out here for the BMG X-Series. Watch this again. Blaine Dinsley and the 111 getting together. That's the 27. So that might have been what the recent caution was for.
I think
everyone
it was.
else, Nigel, was secondary yellows.
I think that's not done for the 27 of Blaine Densley as we go to the replay here.
That's Dane, Diego Snadden, and Blaine Dinsley. Look at this. Oh, my. He can't lift. He can't back off either.
That was Teo Serrano. That was Serrano. Was the one that was that one there that caused the incident with Blaine Densley, and there's another one as well. I think this is the one you're talking about now, Wesley. The 07. He's got a busted up race car. He can't turn, and bam. Photographer didn't really do his job there and get a photo of that car as it came around, but that's and Blaine Densley, I think, yep, he is struggling in that car. Unfortunate for the 27.
Another look at it again, and there's action everywhere. And I hesitantly have to say this in regards to the race director. Big kudos to him, our mate. I just think he didn't want to throw the caution, Nigel, but he had no choice in the matter. And that's why the yellow came out. 3 cautions for 9 laps so far. And I will say we're at least 9 laps of racing that has happened. And look at the lead changes. Right now we're seeing Brad Newman lead the way in that number 40 machine. Now, will pit road open for some of these guys that haven't pitted yet? That's the question now, Nigel.
100%. Does these guys like Newman and Greathead, Nicholas and Joshua Hodgson, and the other one that hasn't pitted yet is the 444 of Ashley Jones. Will these guys come down pit road? And I think that they are. Oh no, we've got a few cars down. We got Quentin Hobson's one.
Now here we go. There's a guy that's pitted, Brenton Hobson, the number 88 machine. Here comes Tom Pritchard. He'll come down pit road. In is Trent Gosley, Dave Douglas, Matt Raymond, LU. That's Lawson. People, I'm new to the series. Please be nice to the American announcer. But I promise I'll get these names right very soon. Lachlan on pit lane, LU. Michael Campbell, Keenan Sykes, Teo Serrano, Angus Sweeney, Blaine Dinsley, Aiden Sykes, all these drivers coming down for pit road. Now, some were caught up in accidents on course, Nigel, the last full course caution here recently, and the others are taking their pit stop for the first time.
100%. So these cars will be trying to, and they'll be saving fuel at the same time as well. So we're going to see some drivers come get a bit of fuel, change some tires. Maybe some might even come down to top up. might be enough now to get him to the end. We are now on lap number. I haven't got my screen up here at the moment. I was just on another one. So we're on lap 20 at the moment. We've got 21 to go, so they'll have enough fuel to get to the end here. Wesley?
Yes, a caution coming out. Gotta wonder now how this changes everything now with this race, by the way. They're counting what the lap totals are, folks, and that is stage 1, lap 11. Stage 2 is lap 31. The finish of the race is 42. So basically, there is your lap counter. There's your lap counter of how many laps each stage will be. But if you're lost, it is 11, 31, 42. The longest stage of the race, Nigel, is happening right now in stage 2 of this race.
That's correct. So we've got a few more pit lane infringements. Tom Pritchard, he'll be given an EOL at the end of this one here for driving in the middle of pit lane. So these new rules, everyone's getting caught out just a little bit on it, but, in time, this will all sort itself out as Brad Newman, he still has not been down pit lane. He is playing the long game with that car. As we'll go to the... So, yeah, Newman and Greathead haven't been down pit road, but Weinberg pitted on lap number 6. So they're your top 3 there at the moment. When will they go down pit road? Who knows? As the place car lights will probably go out this time by. Yes, they do. We're going racing again, Wes.
The lights off on the pace car. Hopefully everybody will get back in formation on the streets of Chicago and be side by side and get ready to bring them back to the action here. As we are ready to bring you the restart. Gainers and losers, there it is. Drivers in green, their positions they've climbed. Man, gotta say, highest man, Houghton in the 080s at 5th right now, Nigel. 23 spots he's climbed for Joshua Houghton in the 080 car.
And let's not forget 23 positions up for Brendan Griffiths as well for Project 36. He's up into 12th at the moment. He's having a cracking run at the moment.
I just caught that, man. What a good solid run for him as well. Yes, sir.
This is
Brandon
his first...
they call him Cooch. Is that his name? You got the Cooch?
Yeah, this is his first X-Series start as well. He's normally in the Truck Series. He stepped up this year into the X-Series. And so far, so good for the Project 36, number 36 car for Brendan Griffiths.
It is not you got the hooch, baby. You got the Cooch, baby. There you go. Brandon Griffiths. Yeah, hooch. I'm not being inappropriate. Hooch is alcohol. Hooch. Have a Vegemite sandwich and a hooch on me, everybody. As we get ready to go back to racing here with the Australian NASCAR E-Series with your American announcer, Wesley Outlet here with you. I was trying to find a way to segue it. As, again, Sonoma next week, Dover, Indianapolis, Iowa, all coming up. Remember, we talked about it when we came on the air with the BMG X-Series opener. Nigel, you win this race, you're in the playoffs. That's something that's really good to consider all the way until mid-September when it starts at Bristol, baby, on Tuesday night, September 16th.
100%. As the pace car lights are on, we're too wide. We're going to go back racing this time by McDonald's. I'm loving it. BMG X-Series. Give Nick a bell.
And big thanks to the big folks at BMG, the Burling Motor Group. We showed you that awesome car. Showing up again on the restart is that beautiful-looking Porsche pace car. Gets out of the way. I'm sick of seeing it. Goodbye. Here comes the field. Ready to end stage 2. Here as we come back to green at Chicago.
Great start by Brad Newman.
Yeah, man. Another great launch for Newman. He's gone, man.
2, 3 wide going through turn 1. But we get through safely.
Trying to be nice, trying to be quietly patient.
Williams on the outside there, on the way through. Kai Hardling. Looks like the pass is going to get done. And the other car that's a big gainer tonight too, Wesley, is the 50 car of Clayton Davis. He's up 17 positions into 13th at the moment, so he's on the move as well.
On board, Wayne Burke, winner on Sunday night, going after the leader, Newman. That's going on. Look at this, heading to the S's to make new S's. And we got trouble, a crash. Trent Gosley around. And I think he's got right in and back going. We're staying green.
We go back up the front. Look at this. Bumper to bumper. Newman, Burke. We can't see a repeat of Newman versus Kerr, are we, Wesley?
What action that was. I was telling somebody, one of my American friends, about you Aussies and the craziness on Sunday night. Oh, boy, I thought I was going to have a coronary. Could we see another one? Look at Burke. Burke's going after Newman for the lead. He's on the left. He's on the left, and he got a door shut on him. Burke had the not preferred line, and Newman knew it.
And like I said on Sunday night, Newman is not going to give that position up easy. If you want that position off Newman, you have to earn it.
Thank you to everybody for chiming in on Australian NASCAR E-Series on the YouTube feed. Those watching on Facebook, Cameron P., Inside Lane Productions, thank you, sir. Love race one of a season. Have a good call. Thank you, mate. Mike Grimlin, BK Carnes, everybody chiming in. Ryan Barber, Brady Baldwin, RJ, David Lawler, giving shout outs to all of y'all. Steve Gerber, Demers, I'm sorry, and David Lawler says, go Brandon. And right now, Newman's in the lead, but Burke's going to go after him again. And great heads right there also.
Also, there's a big battle one behind too between Tom Frere. Hang on, now I've got my timing screen just gone blank. It's between 4th, 5th, and 6th. Just behind them as well. My timing screen just went. And the field starts to spread out.
Yeah, that's down that front straightaway now. Wayne Burke had a run this time. Remember last time Newman was on that bottom, on the bottom of the part of the track, on the outside lane. Now the inside lane is where Newman got stuck, and Burke couldn't capitalize on that part of turns number 2, 3, and 4.
Tom Frere, he's looking to make a move there on Joshua Hodgson there. He's up. He's had a massive run. He's into the top 5, up 23 positions so far in that 08 machine. Tom Frere, though, looking for redemption after coming second on Sunday night as he gets a little bit loose, but he continues on. Wow, he's going to...
Led some laps earlier. Now kind of mired in the back behind Garage and Freer, trying to get into the top 5 and run down Houghton and Company and join the battle that's going on right there. Look at this one. Is Burke ready to go for a reset, going after Newman. This is for P1, closing in on under 10 to go. 8 remaining in stage 2. And remember, for the X-Series, we're staying green this time to the finish of the race. They're working already lap number 25 of 42. 3 wide in the middle. Williams, the meat, the sandwich.
Ethan Winter
Winner,
is
hold
back.
on. Oh, it's Williams. Hang on there. And look at now the 39 of Winter getting around them. Getting around Ardley. And Williams got the short end of the stick there.
So that... Oh, there you go.
Looking left, looking right. And they're saying we got a crash. Riley Curtis spinning on the front straightaway on Columbus Avenue. No caution. Down the long 1,200-foot straightaway here in Chicago. And we stay green. Oh, boy. Columbus Drive, 1,200 feet, or 2,100 feet. My apologies.
just remember too, Brad Newman has not made the pit stop yet. Wayne Burke pitted on lap number 6. That's something to be able to starting to think about as this race goes on. But man, these guys are going, as my saying goes, hammer and tongs.
Boy, this 12-turn make-do street course at Chicago varies on track width, with the widest point being 70 feet on DuSable Lakeshore Drive near turn 4, and the narrowest point only 27 feet of width between turns 10 and 11 before you get back down the long 2,100-foot front straightaway at Columbus Drive. And they're now getting down that front stretch and going to turn 1, and Burke trying to go after Newman again.
Oh, he got the run off the corner. He got the run side by side. No, not quite.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nigel, he's just methodically just waiting to mind game the prey of the leader right now. Just kind of saying, okay, I think I got a better car than you. We saw how good of a job Burke did on Sunday night. And now on this Tuesday evening, 48 hours later in Aussie time, he is setting his sights on Newman, just working methodically, waiting patiently. I think Newman Burke are the 2 best cars. Maybe the other best car in the field is Tom Freer. And Ethan Winter might be the dark horse. And by the way, they're all in the top 10 right now.
100%. The only other one that I think that can still make a run for this is Brenton Hobson. Wherever he is at the moment, I can't say he's in 14th at the moment. He can still make a run of this at the moment. He is still, well, he's actually the quickest man on track at the moment. 1:29.58 last lap. He is our quickest man on track.
Here they come, work it off Columbus Drive down the start-finish line. Had a guy blinking for a minute. Can he keep an eye on it? Because here comes now the top 6, top 7 cars, all single file. There's your conga line. Things calming down. 6 cars separated by a gap with Winner. Don't forget to like and subscribe on Facebook or on YouTube, as we got a battle now again. And I'll tell you what now, Nigel, don't look out behind you. Greathead wants to make it a 3-car trio for the lead here at Chicago at the end of stage 2 with 5 to go.
100%, and just remember too that he was like that on Sunday night too, with the battle between Zach Kerr and Brad Newman. He just sat behind, waiting for the mistake. Will he be doing the same here as they head down the long straightaway? Brad Newman's got a beautiful little lead there at the moment, but yeah, don't count out Wayne Burke just yet.
Just patiently right now, Nigel Seidel, Wesley Outland here with you, the American announcer with you Aussies. Boy, I'll tell you what, 7 o'clock in the morning in USA, North Carolina time. Waking up with you guys at night. Waking up the dogs. The dog is sitting on the couch watching Daddy call a race. And we're single file as Burke and Burke just can't get around Newman. And there it is now, 6, 7 cars now, all in a chain, single file. It's a conga line. Coming down the straightaway with Greathead, going after Burke again, and they're going to split. Nicholas Garrich on pit lane, and here we go now. They got sideways for a minute, and Newman shut the door on Burke again, going to turn 1.
So Newman, Greathead, and Josh Hodgkins have not pitted yet. When will they go down?
When will it go down? That's the question. Because you know they're going to have to at least pit one more time.
Oh. Now, from memory on Tuesday, on Sunday night, Wesley, I think Tom Freer got to lap 35, I believe. Was it 35 or 31? He got around that, in that 31.
Yes, he did. Yes, sir. Yes.
If you think of the caution laps that we have had, I reckon that Newman's gotten fuel till about lap 34, 35.
And now look at this battle. Oh my goodness. This is going on for 4th and 5th. Houghton after Freer. Freer the pole man, Tom Freer. And he got around him. Freer now up to 4th. Now sets his sights on the leaders there. as here comes Burke on the outside. He makes a run. He had a push, a little shove, and Newman shut the door off turn 12 down Columbus Drive.
Oh. Now, is Wayne Burke setting himself up for turn 2?
Yeah. They both bounce off the wall. I think Burke took more of a shot solid on the passenger door. He'll set up again. The number one shot of the
Great Head got loose.
And Great Head says, I want to be in the party. Burke, getting a run. Outside, can't clear him yet as they work towards the make two S's. There's that sharp 27 feet of width before you go back to the big skyscraper buildings here at the virtual Windy City of Chicago.
Wesley, do not rule out the 41 of Tom Freer right now. He is moving through this field. He will want redemption after Sunday night. He will want this win and punch himself into the playoffs early on.
You win, you're in. In it to win it if you're in the top 10. Because look at how close these guys are. And remember, the longest stage of the race is ongoing right now. Here for the lid lifter. Season 2, round 1 of the Australian NASCAR E-Series BMG Burling Motor Group X-Series. Remember, the trucks for ANS will be in action. A&E E-Series NASCAR trucks, and that will be at Thursday night in Daytona. We go from a road course that's 2.2 miles long to a road course to Daytona, and here comes Burke. He says, I've had enough. I want to lead this thing now. And Nigel, Burke and Newman, side by side. I think Newman's going to get it back.
Oh,
he is. Oh, there's contact. He's in the wall. And he saved it.
He's back in the lead. Wow.
And after bouncing off the wall, it is still Newman back in the lead, but Burke's going to power back.
Tom Freer.
Look at Freer says, I want to join the party. The purple car. And now he's right on the back door of Burke, and so is Great Head. Winner just got pushed out of line. Oh, man. You Aussies are bonkers. Newman and Burke. Here we go again. They're going after it. And I love it. He got pushed back. He had led just a little bit, if you will, Nigel. And then Newman said, I'm going to give you a little taste of P1, and then I'm going to snatch it away from you. Like taking candy from a baby to make it mad. And that's exactly what he did to the 59 or the 89. And now Burke's going after the 40 again. And now all this has allowed whole man Tom Freer to get in the mix.
100%. Don't rule Tom Freer out now. He's probably thinking too that, wow.
You gotta love it. Sometimes we just don't say nothing to build the drama. It's not dead air. It's just we're in awe. Side by side again. Williams and Burke got it back. Burke had to fight for it. And Freer now trying to take Newman down for second. Wayne Burke finally in the lead with 1 lap to go in stage 2 here in Chicago. Champagne racing indeed inside Lane Productions. And we're 3 wide. 3 wide. Oh, 4 wide. Oh, baby. Get the hell out of the way, trees. Look at this. Oh, Newman. Great-headed Freer. Look at this. It's about to be a 6-car battle for the lead here as we move into stage number 3 at Chicago, Nigel.
The thing is, we've still got 11 laps to go. We've still got 11 laps to go. Wow, as Wayne Burke takes the lead again. Oh, Newman's not done, though. Newman's not done. When will he pit, though? That's the question. When will he hit pit road?
Anytime Newman gets past, it's go time. That's what Fitz the Heg 9 says. Fits the G9 says. My apologies. Burke,
What a battle.
back to the lead now. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the final stage of the race. And can you believe it or not, I don't want the action to end. Nigel, we got 11 to go. Oh, let's go another 50 laps.
Yeah, the quickest man on track at the moment is Brenton Hobson too. He's still doing a minute 30.87, so he is still the quickest man on track. Don't watch out for him. We just got word through that
He won't be pitting.
No, he's got fuel to the end.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That's good to know. I thought he might have had to pit, but obviously not. But that just shakes everything up. I thought Newman was out of the picture now, but obviously not. He's in the picture.
But could he be out of the picture when it comes to tires? That could be another story because there's
100%.
3 cars in the top 10 that have not pitted tonight. One is Brad Newman, as we were referring to. The other 2 are 4th and 5th place drivers, Lewis Greathead and Joshua Houghton. And there's your pit count of what lap it was they pitted. Did you use your tires up? And here's something to think about too also, Nigel. Racing aggressively with Burke and with Freer like he was earlier. That wears your tires out. Surely wears the car out.
100% it does. 100%. That was a battle. And the damage too on Newman's car as well. Will that have come into effect a little bit later on, as he did hit the wall a couple of times, and there was a little bit of damage, I think, on the left side of that car. So we never know what... Oh, hits the wall again there for the 40 machine. It's David Lawler. I'm supposed to be in bed. No friggin' chance. Well, I agree. It's good to see everyone.
David Lawler, I was in bed. I got up for this, and I'm glad I did. It is 7:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Smithfield, North Carolina, where I reside in my studio. I know for you guys in the Aussie world, it is, 9:19 Australian Standard Time. And right now, we're 10 to go, and Burke's in the lead.
Freer and Newman. I think Freer's got it. Freer.
Oh, baby, Freer Newman. And look at now, Greathead. He says, I want to be in the party. We like the party. Greathead around Freer. He got him. And here comes more. Here comes more Sharks going in for the kill. Houghton, Winner, Hobson. They're getting around the purple car. And he's fighting back. Oh, he goes around. Greathead. Greathead goes around. Lewis goes around. Contact there for Freer. Oh, man.
And I think stage 2 winner was Wayne Burke as well. As we're getting too carried away with what's actually happening on, we forgot about the second stage.
John Benici says it's 3:20 a.m. in Alaska, and I should still be in bed. David Lawler, I do have kids. But my son graduated this year. He's in high school, so I've done my job as a daddy. He's 18. Right now, we bring you the action with 9 laps to go. And I'll tell you what, Nigel, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Yeah, you just mentioned Hobson. He's up to 6 now, brother.
He did a 1 minute 30.53. Newman and Freer in the 32s. Don't rule out Hobson just yet.
6:20 a.m. Central Time in Texas. Yes, it is, by the way. Fits the G9. We're praying for everybody in Texas that was affected from the crazy deaths of the flooding, especially kids that we heard about. 8 laps to go. Ready for this one. You're in our thoughts and prayers in the Lone Star State of the U.S. I know our Aussie friends are with you. As right now, the action is to determine who's going to the playoffs. Remember that. You win the race, you're in the playoffs now for the new A&E BMG X-Series. And oh, we got one to the wall. Winner just hit the wall. Winner in the fence. No, correction. I think it was Williams, actually. Williams hit the wall. And he still keeps going. Oh, man, the action intense here with Burke in the lead. Boy, Nigel, could we be setting ourselves up for a wild finish between Burke and Newman?
I'm not ruling out Hobson. Freer and Hobson.
Freer.
I would not rule them 2 out.
Yeah, Newman is holding up Freer. And this is allowing Burke to pull away, by the way. Burke, who won in dominating fashion on Sunday night, is back up in the front again. Guess who's back? Back again, and it's not Shady. It is Burke in 89 for the BMG X-Series opener here at the Chicago Street Course. Now look at, oh, baby. You full send it. Houghton and Winter. And Newman about got turned a moment ago by Freer.
Freer, he's loose.
Man, look at Freer, Nigel. He's trying so hard to get around the 40. Get out of my way. Man, you got a full send, bump and run, fighting, clawing. Here he comes. And he got him on the driver right. The 41 around the 40, and here comes Winter in the 39 on the outside. It's like a countdown. 41, 40, 39, 38. No, it's the 80 of Houghton in the numbers. Here he goes. What great racing we've seen. And somebody chimed in now, Nigel, and they said, we need more street racing, please. Doesn't matter where, just more street racing. Thank you, Roscoe Arm. Wow. 7 to go. Look at this power move. That's Hobson around the 40 of Newman. And you know, Nigel, I got a feeling, boss, the tires are gone. The tires are gone on the 40. He's holding everybody up in the process. You're literally being an aggressive driver. He's doing all he can to hold on to his spot as Winter goes after, Newman, and he took him out. And Hobson just missed Newman. Winter now up to 4th.
Oh, wow. I wondered too, the right strategy was to stay out. Tyres looks like they're not in Newman's favours now, but yeah, what a battle out front. But the good thing is for someone like Newman is that there's a lot of good ovals coming up that he's very, very strong at. So the lost opportunities today will mean better opportunities later on in the series as well. So, yeah, unfortunate to have dropped down into 8th at the moment for Newman, but he's not giving up at all.
I think you just sealed the deal, though, for a guy like Burke. 7.5 seconds now ahead of Tom Freer, the pole man. Houghton now back about 10 seconds in 3rd. Winter for 12 seconds, and I think we might have possibly just put the proverbial action in the coffin just then. Or as somebody just said, David Lawler, this could end up in tears up front. As one of my great NASCAR commentator, Lee Diffie, Aussie friend, says in NASCAR, could end up in tears. This could end up here in the front like that. What's going to happen?
Freer's got that 7.5 second lead. He is like... And we got a little bit of... Newman's not done here yet. He's on the bumper there of the Sam Chapman in 7th, the other Vermilion car as well. So he isn't finished yet. He's got past 2 of them.
Boy, I'm telling you guys, this has just been awesome. It has been phenomenal.
What a battle. So yeah, Newman's back up into 6th. After that, passing both those Vermilion cars as well. As we got another battle down here between Tyler Williams as well and Fitzroy Beaumont as well in 10th and 11th. There's a little battle going on too. These guys were door to door, bumper to bumper there. Oh!
Burke, Freer, Houghton, Hobson, Winner, your top 5. As we are in the end of this one here, things have silently calmed down after a massive storm. Nope, correction, I'm wrong. 17-5, Beaumont and Barber says, hold my beer, matey, Wesley. Here we go, we're going to go at it again. 4 to go. 8 miles remain on the streets of Chicago. Opening race tonight for Season 2 of BMG X-Series. The old games between the Bulls and the Pistons, yes, sir. And now Williams off the pace to 34. And he's coming to pit road. Can they make it? That's the question. I know Jason was saying that he could. Oh. And how about Joshua Houghton or Brad Newman or even Lewis Greathead? Though they're falling back, Nigel, as they're making the way down Grant Park near the entrance of the Chicago Bulls Arena where they played basketball and then they celebrated their 2 triple back-to-back-to-back NBA championships back in front of the skyscrapers of Chicago. And as I mentioned, the guys that haven't pitted, though, Nigel, big props to them if they can go the distance. I know they're not up in the front, but they're going to get a solid top 10 out of the deal.
100%. They were. They thought early. They thought, well, if there's going to be a few cautions here, let's get on that clutch pedal. Let's save as much fuel as possible. The other car that we should be mentioning up 23 spots is Brendan Cooch Griffiths. He's in the 36 car, 23 positions, 12th position for him. What a great start of the X Series for him.
Gains earned and lost, and I can't believe it. Our stat man was off. Joshua Houghton could not go the distance, and neither could Lewis Greathead. Both Houghton and Greathead on pit lane. Oh, could Brad Newman go to the finish, or will he pull off now with 3 to go?
Wow.
You know, Nigel, I'm wondering if Newman is cut back and literally cut down and slowed down because he's trying to conserve here.
I think so. If those 2 cars are down pit lane, unless Brad done some super saving under yellow, he may be in the same boat with 3 laps to go. But yeah, Tom Freer and Wayne Burke have run away with this, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, fortunately. Why did I even say that? That was terrible on my behalf.
It's been amazing. It's been an awesome race. Come on, dude. It's been phenomenal.
I've just used bad choice of words. Sorry about that, guys. The other one too, Brenton Hobson. He actually went to an EL end of line, and he came back through the field to finish in 3rd, or finish 3rd. He's in 3rd, and I think I might need a drink because I'm all over the shot here at the moment.
Somebody called the guy a moving chicane, and I don't know who he's referring to. I wonder if he's referring to Burke. Or maybe it was Newman, the moving chicane, because he was a chicane, man. He was blocking him. He wasn't letting anybody get around him until finally he slipped. And there goes Sam Chapman. Wow. Brad Newman's Toyota on pit road. He cannot go the distance on lap number 40. 2 laps shy of the finish. He's out of fuel, Nigel.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. Just not quite could save enough fuel. But if there was another caution, though, Wesley, he would have had enough and he would have got to the end. So it was worth the gamble. But Wayne Burke is putting on another clinic again tonight. He is in that 89 car. He is in another league.
Another star-studded performance. Can you say playoffs, punch your ticket for the driver of Wayne Burke? Look what he did Sunday night. It sets the stage for what he does tonight. And right now, hitting his marks, heading towards the white flag in the final couple of turns to turn number 12. He'll make that sharp right. He'll look down the 2,100-foot Columbus Drive. He's looking for the white flag, Nigel. 1 more lap to go for the race 1 opener at Chicago.
Here he comes. What a drive. Dominant. 8.2 seconds on the field. What a performance again from the 89. And don't forget Tom Freer as well. Second place again. He will be kicking himself at the moment. But also another great result by the 39 of Ethan Winter. Had a strong season last season in the Xfinity. But he's had another great start of the season as well. And Andy Barber as well in 8th. What a great start for the season for him. And also Brendan Griffiths. We're going to get Brendan Griffiths in the booth. We're going to have a chat with him after the race. But take it away, Wesley. Bring Wayne home.
The finish coming up as here comes Wayne Burke, the man from Melbourne, Australia. He now will collect in his 27th Australian NASCAR E-Series start. Career win number 4, 2 in a row counting Sunday and tonight. 13 top 5s and 21 top 10s. And most importantly, as he rounds turn number 11 and 12, heading to the flag, Wayne Burke is going to come to the line. He will take the checkered flag on this final corner over 9 seconds over Freer and Hobson, and he's not looking back. Furthermore, as Wayne Burke cocks him sideways, he's in the playoffs already in Season 2 of the BMG X-Series. Wayne Burke wins Chicago.
What a drive.
Tom Freer, the pole man, will finish 2nd. Brenton Hobson, who started 3rd, will finish 3rd. Ethan Winter up a couple of spots for 4th. Sam Chapman will stay 5th, where he started 5th, and everybody else comes storming across the line on a race that lasted almost 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 38 seconds.
Wow, what a drive by Wayne Burke in the 89 car. And the teammates too of Tom Freer and Hobson. A great result for those guys too. But yeah, he's through to the playoffs already. And the thing is, for a lot of these strong road course guys, we got a lot of road courses in the next 4 to 5 weeks, Wesley.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I agree with you. And, you know, some people just aren't fans of road course racing. I'm going to be honest with you. I like it. I've become, I just, it's a different type of breed. It's a different type of strategy, scenario, how you race, how you run. Yes, I get all that. But with that being said, I've seen some boring races in my day on the road, on the ovals, if you will, and these road courses, especially with the new car package for trucks, Xfinity or Cup, just make it so much fun. There it is, 3 cautions. We had caution Flag City in the first stage. Stage 2 to the finish, it was clean and green. Things calmed down, 9 lead changes. But what a heck of a race as Wayne Burke is celebrated as he gets slammed by someone spinning. I don't think that was intentional. I think it was, hey, mate, congratulations to you.
And I think the strong part of the BMG X-Series, Wesley, is that Australia is known for its road racing, and there's a lot of strong road races in the series. So that's why these races will be a little bit more spicier and a lot more hotly contested.
And it was fun. I'm loving this one, Nigel. Thanks for bringing me in for this one. I love all you awesome mateys in the Australian NASCAR E-Series. Big thanks and love to Bigglestein Hopton. He's the guy that first brought me into this group with you people. I'm loving it. You're American announcer. Loving working with you Aussies and mates and mateys. And now Wayne Burke's ready to burn it down. 2 races in a row on the streets of Chicago. Look at this. He's trying to blow the damn engine. Oh, my goodness. He's trying to blow the bloody engine, Nigel, as they burn it down. Here's the results tonight. Here's the results from Chicago. Oh, put me to bed, Mama. And I am going back to bed. It has blew the engine. Wayne Burke, Vermilion Esports, a winner again. He won on Sunday. He wins again here to open up Season 2 of the BMG X-Series here in Chicago. Tom Freer 2nd, Brent Hobson 3rd, Ethan Winter, Sam Chapman, your top 5, Kai Ardley, Fitzroy Beaumont, Andy Barber, Ricky Hyde, your top 10 with Brandon Griffiths Then it's Brad Newman, Matt Raymond, Lewis Greathead, what might have been for Greathead. He had to pit. Got really spicy there at the end. He'll settle for a top 15 with Joshua Houghton as well. Clayton Davies, your top 15. Nicholas Garrett, Josh Micklemore, last year's champion, involved in an accident at the start. Micklemore had to fight his way to a top 20, 17th place. And Dave Douglas, if you will, Nigel, will finish in the top 18. You got the rest of the finishing order, sir.
As number 19, Lachlan Yakushio finished in 19th. Christian Macrelli, he's in his first start in 20th. Michael Campbell 21st. Ashley Jones in 22nd. Jason Martin for Nitro Racing in 23rd. Daniel Boyd, Vortex Sim Sports in 24th. Our first car lap down was Tom Pritchard representing Southern Stars Esports. Tyler Williams for Racecraft Engineering in 26th. 27th was Riley Curtis from Nitro Racing. Keenan Skies from the 22 car finished in 28th. Multiple lap cars down is Teo Serrano, Ryan Barber, Trent Gosling, Lane Densley, Angus Sweeney, Dane Diego, Snadden, Aiden Skiles. Rounds out the 35 cars that were racing here tonight at Chicago. What a night.
Man, it was a fun night indeed, and we are not going anywhere. Coming up, we've got post-race. Yes, sir, post-race. I'm going to hear the thoughts of Burt Freer Hobson. It's like an Aussie law firm. It's your podium tonight for round one. All of the BMG X-Series. We get ready for Sonoma. We set the stage. We get their thoughts. Stay with us from Chicago. What a race to open up season 2. This is just round 1, and we talk to the guys next.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely entertaining. Vermilion Esports driver Wayne Burke picking up the win. He won Sunday night. 48 hours later, he does it again on the streets of Chicago to open up round number 1 of season 2, that is, of the Australia NASCAR E-Series, BMG X-Series. We'll talk to the podium in a moment, but first, let's grab the hard charger runner of the race. He finishes the race in 10th, up 25 spots. The 36 of Brandon Cooch Griffiths. What a job, Brandon. How crazy was it in the back from Wodonga to work your way to the front and get a top 10 finish?
That was chaotic, but I had an awesome crew chief in Angus, and he was in my ear the whole race. So the Project 36 Camaro was on song all night. It was fantastic.
And for yourself, Brandon, the Project 36 team, you've been running the truck series last season. You've made the step up into the X Series this year. How does that feel now to take that next step? And did you feel comfortable out there?
Look, yeah. After some strong showings in the truck series, we had to do it for our sponsors, Shockworks, Cataclysm, Simrigs, and CC Forge to come run the Tuesday night series as well, and throw our hat in the ring with a lot of big boys as as tonight proved. So stoked with the top 10.
Buddy, thanks for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the hard charger of the race. Cooch, you got the Cooch, baby. Brandon Griffiths, hard charger, 25 spots to a top 10 tonight here for the X-Series at Chicago. Let's grab third place, and that is Brenton Hobson. Brenton, you're third in the race. You're going to be on the podium, sir. Your take of the craziness, if you will, and just kind of staying out of trouble, being at the right place at the right time, and getting a podium out of the deal has got to be a great way to start the season.
Yeah, thanks. It was a wild race. I went about it the long way. Started third and finished third via like 26 or something in the middle. So it was definitely a chaotic one. The Sud Speed SSR Camaro was fast, and that was a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed carving it up with everyone, and it was good to get on the road course in these stock cars.
Now, Brenton, you had the end of line, had the pit lane infringement. You had to go to the back. You worked your way to the front. How did you go about it? And tell us about how did you do it? Patience was the key, I'm guessing.
I don't know about that. I just lit the fuse and sent it from back there. I had nothing to lose, so made a few pretty aggressive moves. I got to apologise to a couple of people that I got into along the way, but it was I just left nothing on the table, went as fast and as hard as I could, and just thought I'd see if I had enough speed to get near the front. I didn't expect to get to where I got to. I'm pretty thrilled with that. That was an awesome drive. It's fun passing cars, and it was a hell of a race.
Well, he started third. He'll finish third. He got 0 positions gained, if you will, overall at the end, but it was a pretty wild race. And Brenton Hobson, thanks, mate. Let's grab Tom Freer, the man that started on the pole, falling short by 1 spot. But my goodness, Freer, what a battle between you and Newman and Burke. And, you were right there in the hunt for it, sir. How you feeling after a runner-up finish here in second place tonight, sir, to open up the X-Series?
Yeah, thank you. Not a bad run. The SSR Watercraft Camaro was as fast as Xfinity Internet today. So, pretty pumped. So, no, it was a good day. To get the pole, absolutely stoked. Felt like I executed the absolute maximum in qualifying, which was good. Stage 1, felt like I executed again. I didn't use a lot of tyre and, managed to do the job in those opening 5 laps. And then obviously the rest was under caution, but probably a little bit disappointing in a little bit of a way. Obviously, picking up some damage under caution really hurt me in a straight line, but once the tyre deficit came back in my favour, it all worked out in the end. Good racing with Brad and those guys. I probably owe an apology to Lewis. It's pretty hard racing there for second. I think we all knew if we could clear Brad, we could probably hold on. So I got into him at 1 and turned him around, but it was just really hard racing.
Yeah, there's one thing, you had the box seat to the battle between Wayne Burke and Brad Newman there for a few laps. Was you kind of hoping that they nudged each other out so you could slide your way through?
Well, I knew Brad was going to put up a fight. I don't think he knows any other way, which is perfectly fair. And I also knew Berkey's got one of the highest racing IQs on iRacing, in my opinion. So I knew it was going to be good to watch. I knew Berkey wasn't going to just dump him either. So him to get the move done was really cool. I thought he did it cleanly and with a lot of respect. And then the rest of us obviously piled in and tried to do the same with a little bit of door banging along the way.
Well, buddy, thank you for your time, Tom. I do got to ask you one question, please. The stage racing, what's your take of that? How do you feel about it for the opening race for the series tonight?
I think it'll work better on the ovals, I'll be honest. Honestly, I like it. Obviously, we've got to give it quite a chance. It's very, very early on. It's literally the first time this has been done. So I think given it was the first time it's been done, I thought it was a pretty good effort by everyone to make it happen. Not just drivers, but all the people in RC to control that because, man, there's a lot going on early on. But I think with time, it'll probably smooth out and work really well. The idea of stage racing to me is just really awesome. Like, to be able to provide something like that on the sim is a massive step forward. And, I'm probably biased because I got some stage points, but No, it's very cool, and I like the fact it's part of a series.
Solid run for Tom Freer. Had the pole tonight, finishes in the bridesmaid spot in his 33rd career for Australian NASCAR E-Series tonight. He's got one win, looking for his second career win, one spot shy of that. 8 top 5s and now 14 top 10s for Tom Freer. Victory lane for Million Esports. Team Connie, number 89. What a race. Mr. Wayne Burke, 2 in a row. Congratulations, sir. And man, I got to tell you, I got a feeling this one wasn't as easy as it was on Sunday, was it?
No, that was tough. That was a long race. I sort of going off from Tom, but I enjoyed the stage thing as well. I think there's a bit to go with it, but as we get used to it. But I thought it was great. I opened up some strategy options. It's probably a shame about some of the yellows. But yeah, that was tough. Like, when I got buried with I got an EOL at one stage. There was just cars going everywhere. It was just chaos the whole race. And then the race at the end with Brad, that was so much fun. Like I couldn't believe how much damage I could get away with hitting the inside wall sometimes. But he was really good. Like, he always give me a lane on the inside, and it was just really fun. Like, yeah, it was so much fun.
And there's one thing I always been saying through the last 2 broadcasts is clean air is king. And once you got clear, you ran away with it. In the end, you was out to close to 8 seconds on Tom Freer at the end. It was that battle with Brad, though, that was pretty much the winning move for you, wasn't it? Once you knew if you could get past him, you was away.
Yeah, that's right. I just needed to get that Vermillion Team Conti Chev to the front. I was a little bit skeptical of if there was another caution. I didn't want to restart second. It's such a hard place to restart second. And it also gives Brad's tyres a chance to cool off. So I sort of wanted to get the lead in case it was a yellow, because then I could control the restart. I also knew that Brad was going to be short on fuel. So I knew that a yellow would help him make it on fuel. So I knew I had to get it done on track. And yeah, but and then I think some of the gap at the end is a bit because of they were fighting so hard. I don't think the 7 seconds was pure pace, but yeah, it's pretty awesome to get clear and be able to get the job done.
Wayne, the most important thing of this whole interview and the race, my friend, you're in the playoffs. How does that make you feel, knowing that no matter what happens, you survive the crazy shenanigans? Is that a word for you, Aussies? Yeah, shenanigans that went on here tonight in Chicago, and you have put yourself in the playoffs. No matter what goes on mid-September, you are one of those drivers fighting for a championship again.
Yeah, exactly. That's quite good as well. I think I'm actually more a wild card. I think I've just done a SVG and stolen a playoff spot away from someone.
I think that's what's happened, Dan.
Yes.
You don't actually have a charter, so you can't. You're not eligible to a playoffs. But you
better get a charter. You better buy a charter. It's all I'll tell you.
I wasn't even planning on racing until about 1 o'clock.
Friend, get a charter.
I wasn't even planning on racing about 4 hours ago. But yes. No, so anyway, so I think I've stole one from Tom, but that's all right. He'll get one.
Technically, he is not in the playoffs yet, Wesley. He needs a charter.
Well, Wade, thank you so much, buddy. Congratulations. It's been fun the last couple of races, calling your victories. And man, are you running the trucks on Thursday, I guess, right? Daytona? Are you running it?
No, I don't think I will. I've got some other priorities to sort of take care of. I don't think I would have liked to. I don't think I'll make Sonoma either, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I'm sure you'll see me again at one of the rounds. I'll jump in and out.
So technically, he might not be in the playoffs because he doesn't have a charter. But nonetheless, Melbourne, Australia's Wayne Burke picks up a victory here tonight at the end of the Chicago Street Race. Big kudos. Congratulations to him in his 27th start of Australian NASCAR E-Series. Though he doesn't have a charter, it is now his 4th win, second back-to-back at 13 top 5s and now 21 top 10s. Nigel, in closing, yes. This guy needs it. This guy needs a charter. And secondly, we get ready. We get ready for. He needs a Vegemite sandwich and a cold Dungaroo as well. And he needs a car from Burling Motor Group. Big thanks to these guys. Give me a Burl today. Oh boy, that's beautiful looking car down below.
And if you need one of a new, beautiful MG, it's a nice red car, 21,000. Go down and give Nick a ring. Give him a bell. And go take that thing for a test drive today. And I guarantee you'll take that car home.
Look at that beautiful looking machine. Burling Motor Group .com.au for more information. And of course, give him a burl today. Hey, Nigel, thank you so much for bringing me into the Australian NASCAR E-Series, not just with the Sunday program tonight, maybe trucks in Daytona. I don't know. But I'm enjoying the ride so far. And what a race at Chicago. Your final take of tonight. And obviously, Wayne Burke and the battles there, Newman and Freer, and just what great competition we've seen of everybody. And I know it got a little heated there, but you know what? Sometimes that happens in racing, especially on the close confines of a road course like a make-do street track like Chicago, sir.
It's been an incredible night's racing and a great way to start the season as well. Everyone gets the cobwebs out, and we also go road racing next weekend, next Tuesday night at Sonoma. So it's a good little practice run, a little bit different type of track, but I'm sure we're going to have a big field. And the Vermilion and Synergy boys, who showed a great fight and pace tonight, will be out in force again next week.
RJ, to answer your question, he says, I wonder if Wesley's neighbors are awake now too. Excitement plus. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, everybody, for the comments. And I will say this in closing. It is 7:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in North Carolina, USA, in Smithfield. I live in an apartment. Luckily, everybody that lives around me goes to work early. I'm getting ready to go back to bed. I'm not going to lie to you. All you Aussies, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks to Biggles, Dean Hopton. Wayne Burke wins the Australian NASCAR E-Series, Burling Motor Group X-Series. Season 2 lid lifter, Wayne Burke. Get you a charter so you can go to the playoffs. But obviously, congrats to everybody for running. It was a fun one. Obviously, like, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Australian NASCAR E-Series. Don't forget, Thursday night, we're done road course racing until next Tuesday. But we are at Daytona at the World Center of Racing. Our awesome folks at Australian NASCAR E-Series, the X-Series, the trucks race on Thursday, and it'll be live on Motorsport Australia Esports. For Dean Hopton, Nigel Siddell, I'm Wesley Outland, your American announcing Aussie friend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. God bless. Have a dungaroo. Have a Vegemite sandwich. Enjoy the rest of your day, Aussies. Good night from America. Congrats to Wayne Burke, winner tonight at Chicago. We'll see you next week at Sonoma. Take care.